Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Jimmy. I'm here with Fujifilm's Xe2 and the Xt1. Today we're going to be talking about something called bracketing. Now, some people may know what that means, but for those of you who don't, I'm going to go over what it is and how you can use it and who uses it. And it's probably going to go over a series of maybe 2 or 3 videos. There are some other things associated with it that I'm going to have the tail end of these videos. And we're also going to show you how to use it in your camera, so stay tuned for that. What is bracketing? When you take a picture with your camera, I usually am in single shooting mode. That means when I press the shutter button, it takes a picture. Not in high burst mode where it takes up tons of pictures at once, like a machine gun mode type of thing. That's not what we're doing. That's not what I usually do. What bracketing mode does in your camera is instead of just taking one picture, you're actually just shooting one, but your camera takes 2 others in succession after that. So you're getting a total of 3 pictures. Now, why would you need this? Usually when you take a picture, a test shot, for example, you're looking at the shot afterwards and you're saying, oh, it's not bright enough. So you adjust the auto exposure knob over here, make it brighter, or it's too bright. You want to make it a little underexposed. So you adjust this depending on the environment that you're in, right? So with the bracketing mode, since it takes 3 pictures, what it's doing is taking a picture at your baseline, wherever you have it set at. Let's say you have it set at 0, it's taking a picture right there. It's also taking 2 more pictures, one that's overexposed from that baseline, and it's taking another picture underexposed from that baseline. So it's going boom, 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 and you can see 3 pictures right from there. How pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So you're not just taking like high burst shooting where it's 3 or 4 or more of the same type of shot. You're getting 3 different shots, all to tell a story, to show you which exposure do you like best. Now, I personally don't use this all that much. I am more than painstakingly checking the viewfinder, seeing if I have the right lighting and right exposure. And some people are just more efficient. They like to work in studios and they don't like to waste their time. They just take successive, pictures in bracketing mode. Boom, click, click, click. They can see, oh yeah, I was off on the exposure here. I can see I should go a little brighter, or I should go a little more underexposed. You can tell that just by looking at it. Now, the reason why I say it's called a baseline where you begin is because bracketing kind of starts, it's all relative, you know what I mean? So it's kind of taking a picture around your baseline, one above and one below, maybe one stop above, one stop below. If you are setting your baseline bright already, guess what? It will change its values of intervals around that new baseline. Let me show you what I mean before I confuse you even more. I'm going to use my Xe2 here. So the knob here is set to 0. This is the auto exposure knob here. And if you were to take a bracketing picture right now, or bracketing mode, if you press your shutter button right now, click, it'll take a picture at 0, and it'll take a picture here, click, and it'll take a picture here, a little below that as well, click, okay? So that's kind of what happens in bracketing mode. Now, some cameras are able to take more than 3 pictures. We're talking about the Fujifilm. They take 3 pictures that I know of. They can't take any less or any more than that. Some cameras, I know my brother's had a nice Canon camera years back, and it was able to take far more than 3, I think 6. But maybe that was for the function of merging them all together later, so I'm not really sure. I just know that Fuji can neither merge or take more than 3. So what I'm telling you in the bracketing mode is it only takes 3 pictures, no more or no less, and it can adjust the intervals of ISO or auto exposure. And as you'll see in the Xt1, it has white balance and other sort of goodies there. For the Xe2, there isn't as many ways to play with the bracketing just in the Xt1. But who cares? I don't really use it all that much anyway, and the one that I would be using would probably be the exposure or the ISO anyway, so you're not losing a whole bunch if you're considering between the Xt1 or the Xe2. So let's go ahead and get right into how to operate the camera and how to use bracketing. You might find that it suits you and your shooting style. I'm gonna go through this right now, and hopefully I'm pretty clear. I might have to break this up so you guys can follow along. And get out your camera, make sure your battery is charged, and let's have some bracketing fun. Okay, so go ahead and click either the Fuji Xt1 or the Xe2, and it'll take you to the appropriate video. I thought this would be better so that I wouldn't bombard you guys with too long of a video on stuff you didn't want to see. Alright, see you soon!